Ladies and gentlemen, there was a special tournament yesterday called the Rise of Midas Cup. And as per usual, whenever there's a free skin involved, I have to put my casual skills to the test and see if I can get some eliminations. Let me take you guys on this journey and see how the 10 games that I played went. First of all, how are you going to introduce this new version of Midas, give him his own special game mode called Midas Presents The Floor is Lava, and then the tournament is going to be a Sweatfest Cup? I mean, what is the logic behind that? Anyway, game number 1 went really well. I decided to go for a drop spot that I didn't explore before, which is always a smart choice. I myself a gray hammer pump shotgun and then decided to drop on this guy. Why? I don't really know. It just felt like the right thing to do at that time. Needless to say, I was already expecting to get shot, but then I figured I'm just gonna make my one shot count. And I did. Because I hit him for exactly 99, just one off getting the elimination, and it was back to the lobby. Honestly, the reason that they decided not to make this tournament the floor is lava is something I will never understand. For game number 2, I dropped at a nice little beach house on a landmark called Sandy Strip. I figured that camping was going to be the strat for this one, and that is what I did. I spent my time collecting materials, collecting a loadout, and then as the zone started closing, I just slowly made my way towards the center. Next thing you know, there's only 10 players left, and then I was like, hey, it's maybe time to get some shots in. I had a thermal weapon and just decided to shoot at anyone that I could see. And then eventually the DMR just got me an elimination as well, which was the first one. Discovered a cool little tactic that if you have 3 medkits, you can just basically stormwalk, which is very convenient. And then as I took some damage, I stumbled upon a slurp truck, which just got me back to full health. At least, sort of. And then as there was only 1 player remaining, I kind of got boxed in, but then I figured I'm gonna go with the surprise, and then whenever he opens up the build, I was gonna jump towards him, but then I accidentally didn't have my shotgun equipped, and my assault rifle wasn't fast enough to eliminate him, but second spot is nice for a camping play. For game number 3, I wanted to go to Rebel Roost again, but apparently the entire lobby decided to drop there, so I deviated from my path and went to Lavish Lair. Heard some footsteps every now and then, but I just continued crouch looting until I had a loadout that I was comfortable with. As the zone started moving, suddenly players appeared from everywhere because apparently I'm not the only camper in this game. Someone tried to shoot in my back. I built up and I got some good shots in. Then we both went our separate ways. Eventually, I stumbled upon this nice little snowy bush, and then I thought to myself, surely there's not going to be anyone hiding inside this, right? Well, wrong, because as I entered the bush, there was suddenly a guy there. I gave him 2 panic shots. He boxed up, but then he forgot to close one of the sides, so I went in and I took all of his loot. A little bit later, I felt like I was trapped, but then suddenly heard someone get eliminated. And it was like 2 steps before he got out of the zone. And this person was even carrying a medkit, so I don't know how you managed to do that, but thank you, I guess. And then I feel like I did something I'm really proud of, because I saw the train coming and I was like, hey, how am I gonna run past all of these players to the zone? But then I just decided to jump on a train, and it took me right where I needed to go. Boxed myself up and then realized that I forgot to assign an edit button to my controller. So I was kind of trapped in there until everybody started moving for the zone, and I managed to pick up another elimination because this person was panicking. Also, I don't know if this guy was doing a mythic boss challenge instead of a tournament, but he seemed to have all of the aspects of the gods. Wanted to move away, but then unfortunately I couldn't build and I got lasered with an SMG. Game number 4 was pretty peaceful until I decided to hop on another train. Only this time I was spotted, so I had to carefully jump off of it. Tried to go towards the center of the zone. When I came across the Thunderbolt of Zeus, like, what is this doing in a tournament? You already know I just had to pick that up. I wanted to save it until I reached the top 10, but unfortunately someone was stalking me and ended up shooting me before I could use it. I don't really have any words for what happened in the next match. I found this nice little mountaintop with a launch pad on it, and I figured, hey, I'm just gonna chill here until I need to move. When I spotted this creature making its way from the bottom of the mountaintop, somehow landing every single shot that this person fired, my AR was just experiencing stormtrooper aim. So at one point I thought, hey, I can take the launch pad and go and potentially get shot in midair. I can just sit here and mentally prepare to go back to the lobby. I still do not agree with everything that happened here, but there wasn't a lot that I could do about it. The next game I went to Sandy Strip again. Unfortunately, there was someone here with me, but I decided to drop down and wait with the right peak so that I could get a lot of shots in on this person, which I did, but then he just turned around and unfortunately he had a gatekeeper shotgun. My SMG just wasn't a match for that. Another game wasted. Game after that, I decided to drop at Rebel Roost once again, missed the clamber, and then once I entered the building, I saw this person pick up a weapon next to me, tried to make a run for it, but apparently my character didn't know how to slide anymore, because I figured if I just go down I can maybe find a shotgun or something, but yeah, that didn't happen. Game after that, I decided to make the same mistake once again, but this time I was well prepared. I found myself a nice shotgun, but then I don't know what happened here, because I was fully prepared for a person to enter via the window or the open hatch that is there, but what I did not expect was this player to just fall through the ground and then teleport back up again. Like, you have to realize that this happened in an instant, And when I saw this person fall through the ground, I was like, hey, where am I supposed to aim? And then suddenly he was on the floor again, shooting at me. It's things like this why I prefer to just play games casually, so that I can make a video about my pain and suffering instead of going full competitive. I risk having to throw my monitor out of the window. Because imagine something like this happened when you're playing for a couple of $10,000. Yeah, that would not have been very nice. I thought that I was done for, but apparently I had one more game left. I think the counter broke or something, but I figured I'm gonna take this one. Drop that Rebel's Roost again because I just don't want to learn from my mistakes. And unfortunately, no one was here. So I had the entire building to loot for myself. Came across a nice epic gatekeeper shotgun and I figured, hey, this is definitely gonna eliminate one player. And I just decided to chill until the storm started moving. I eventually made my way towards the attic of a building inside of Lavish Lair. I figured, hey, I'm just going to chill here until someone enters those stairs and I'm going to drop down and headshot that player. And that is exactly what I did. And it made me so happy and it probably pissed off the other person. But hey, you know what? I didn't feel guilty at all because I needed this tiny little victory. Someone started chasing me shortly after that, so I went for a nice little swim because apparently no one is watching the water, which I found really odd, but okay. And then I saw pretty much the entire lobby just run up the mountains in front of me. I kind of wanted to shoot at them, but then I figured, hey, they're going to turn around and focus fire on me, so let them all go and then I'll move when the storm starts closing. And then I managed to get yet another elimination with the epic gatekeeper shotgun as I was sliding down the mountain. Unfortunately, shortly after that I was eliminated and I didn't have any other games left, so I finished the tournament with a total of 81 points. Like, if I didn't get eliminated off spawn maybe 3 or 4 times, I probably could have gotten 100 points. That's gonna be my goal for the next outfit tournament. Anyway, if I ever get the opportunity to organize a Fortnite tournament, like an official one, I'm gonna make sure that it's gonna be so casual that the sweats won't even want to try to participate. That's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you at the next one.